Alright, so this is my Superheavy Samurai deck. I debated making this video, decided why not, let's just do it. I'm running Holy Guard on Disotitea, Holy Guard so I don't take battle damage on my turn. So I'm running one wagon. I'd run two if I had it, but I do not. I don't think I'd run three. I'm running 3 Soulpiercer, 2 Soulpeacemakers. I wouldn't run 3 if I had 3. 2 Kiteroid, 1 big Waraji, 1 Flutist, 3 Gigagloves, 2 Walls, 3 Trumpeters, and then 2 Soulhorns from a main deck. You don't want spot traps with this deck. And then for the extra deck, I am running 2 Ninja, 2 Ogre, and 2 Swordmasters. You can run the level 9 if you really want to. I'd probably take out one of the Ogres and run the level 9. I was just experimenting at this point. I think in the replays I might have a level 9 as well. Also, a big problem with this deck is you're running one tuner with one name. So if you get hit by chain disappearance, it's game over for you. One trap card will ruin your entire deck and your entire playstyle, so I would recommend looking at other tuners that you would want to add to this. Maybe Black Salvo if you really wanted to. I'm not sure what, it's like personal preference at this point. Just find another tuner that you like that has some synergy, and then Gigagloves will like repile your deck. So like you're gonna want the Trumpeter obviously to be prioritized if you can use it, but if it does get hit by a chain disappearance or something, you're going to want to have a backup just in case. But Gigagloves, obviously his effect works with just Super Heavy Samurais, and his effect will save your life more than any other effect. And then, you know, Swordmaster will bring back a machine type monster in general. So, you know, if you could work with some other machine tuners, it would work really well. Anyway, so the idea of the deck is really simple. You just summon monsters, synchro monsters, and then go into defense mode and hit really hard with them. Ninja can attack over, you add wall to it like an equip spell, and then you just hit really hard in OTK. You pretty much can't survive for very long, and if you can, you use Ogre to try to like feather duster the back row, but this deck isn't that good anymore. And I'm just making this video because I have all the replays and I thought I might as well make it before it gets even worse as a deck. But I did use this in our Duel Links Reddit, Bonds Beyond Reddit tournament. And then one of the semi-finalists was also using a very similar deck, obviously with different cards with the restrictions that we had in place. But check out that video. It's going to be linked in the description and the end of the video to check it out. And I hope you enjoyed the replays.
It's time to do.
Okay, for a Super Heavy Samurai, you definitely don't want to go first, but I'm going to go first and show you how I can survive. So Holy Guard, activating, he's using Life Boost A, so he gives 5,000 life points, which is a problem for Super Heavy Samurai, actually, because sometimes you cannot hit that 5,000 if you don't have wall. So summon Gigagloves in attack mode, use Soulpeacemaker as an equip to tribute and get another Super Heavy Samurai. Then I can use Gigagloves effect. I wanted just to use Gigagloves effect. I don't actually care to have Gigagloves out. Then I got Wagon, and I put Soulpiercer. I used his effect and put him into attack mode, which I didn't really want, but that's what it is. But if I get destroyed and then direct attacked, I can use Gigagloves in the graveyard as long as he doesn't get banished from the grave. I should be fine. So Seto's using Kaiba's using Red Eyes, Soulpeacemaker. Wow, I'm saying all these names wrong. Anyways, I can search for Trumpeter. I get Trumpeter. I can set special summon Trumpeter. Then I can summon the last card. Summon Ogre. Ogre will wipe the back row when he's special summoned. Then Soulpiercer. I said Soulpeacemaker. Soulpiercer will get my Trumpeter on the in my hand. I attack with Ogre after clearing the back row, which would have been like a Red Eyes trap and another Red Eyes trap, I'm guessing. He uses another Insight in his turn, sends Arcfiend, gets Red Eyes Fusion, which is a basic Red Eyes play, so nothing surprising there. He uses Red Eyes Fusion, sends an Amazon and Swordswoman. This was before they got off the ban list with Princess. Swordswoman still is, but Princess was recently altered. Anyways, he attacks into Ogre. Ogre's dead. That's okay. I got a Trumpeter, a summon Trumpeter, a special summon Trumpeter, normal summon Gigagloves. I can go into Musashi. Swordmaster, so Musashi will let me get Trumpeter back from the grave onto the field. Gigagloves will activate in the graveyard to rearrange the top 5 cards in my deck and put a Super Heavy Samurai on top with my choice. I can re-summon Trumpeter, special summon to get Ninja. Ninja is the main card of this deck. It can attack directly by having its it attacks with its defense, but it halves its defense in order to attack directly, so you do 1400 each time. Now I can't do anything because he destroyed Ninja, but I have Kiteroid and Gigagloves, so I'm going to use Gigagloves to look and get my top card, reduce him to 0. He attacks me with 1,000, but I didn't activate Kiteroid because I knew he couldn't do battle damage directly with that card. So he sacrifices his Slash Dragon to special summon a monster, then uses Spike Shield with Chain on it to go to 4,300, attack with piercing damage, then attack with 1,000, which still doesn't attack me directly, I don't care. I still can't do much, but I got Kiteroid for when he attacks directly. He attacks with 1,000, doesn't do anything. Attacks with 4,300, I activate Gigagloves, I get my third Gigagloves into my hand, and he reduces him to 0. So he's at 0 attack again. So I set a card. I really can't do much without Trumpeter or without, you know, anything to... I don't have any big plays I can make. He attacks into Gigaglove for 1,000. He doesn't have any cards higher than 1,000 now. I use Soulpeacemaker to equip it. Sacrifice, search for my last Trumpeter in my deck. Then I can summon a card and go for Musashi. And Musashi will let me resummon Trumpeter from my graveyard. Or, sorry, add it to my hand, which I can then resummon onto the field because it can special summon itself. Then I go into Ninja, which will be able to do 1,400, but I got 2 walls now, so I can equip Wall to my Ninja to boost its defense up really high. Equip both, boost it to 52, so when I attack... Oh, and Soulhorns will let me attack twice. So when I attack directly for 38, and I could have attacked directly again for another 38, because I halved my attack from 52 or whatever it was. 54, 56, I'm not sure. So that was one whole duel all by itself. Next up, we got another Super Heavy Samurai replay. I didn't want to do this video because I didn't save that many replays, but I'm going to show it anyways because it's content, and I might as well release it while I have the files, and I went to the hassle of recording it all, so I might as well do it, right? Even though we got that new box with Infernities, and we got XEs coming out, maybe we'll see Super Heavy Samurai come back when we get some XE summoning, who knows. So she's using Gravekeeper deck, which is pretty basic for, you know, Shizu, because she's a Gravekeeper deck. Whatever, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I got Trumpeter, I get Gigagloves, get Musashi, use the Gigagloves effect, get and then Musashi's effect, get Trumpeter to get Ninja. Ninja would be able to attack directly, but I pass, I guess. Whatever. I use another one to get Swordmaster Musashi again, get Trumpeter back. I can make a second Ninja if I wanted to. I attack directly with Ninja, then I attack with Soulpiercer, so I can do defense, piercing damage. I can't even speak. So guard will then flip up. I can use my card in my graveyard to negate the effect. It would have returned Ninja to my extra deck, which would have been a pain in the butt, but I would have still more Trumpeters. So I set Gigagloves. I get Divine Wrath, so Ninja's destroyed. I couldn't protect him from my card in the graveyard. But I get Ninja back on my field. She uses Magicalized Fusion to be able to get rid of 5 cards from a graveyard and banish them in order to summon Quintet Magician. Quintet Magician will be able to clear my entire field. So Quintet Magician does just that. Gigagloves effect activates in the graveyard. Gigagloves will let me flip up my card, add it to my hand, reduce them to 0. My second Gigagloves, which I just got destroyed, will do the same exact thing, reduce them to 0. So now he's got 2 boss monsters with 0 attack on the field. Ninja will come back onto the field from its effect of getting destroyed by an effect instead of by battle. I activate Wall on Ninja, and it would have been attacked. I could have attacked Quintet or his other Gravekeeper for 4,000 damage, and you know, perfect lethal with that. So there's not really been a meta that I've been going against with these Super Heavy Samurai decks. I went against Gravekeepers and I went against a really bad Red Eyes build, but it's because Super Heavy Samurai can't survive against meta. But this was when this structure deck just released, like the day, maybe like a day or two after it released. I played against them with Super Heavy Samurai, so it was really interesting to be like duel something that you don't know very much about with a deck that isn't that good. But I attacked directly for 14 twice with my card, equip card can let you attack twice. So if you know by now, Fire King isn't that prevalent meta-wise or like PvP-wise, but they can wipe their own field and then resummon from the graveyard, and it's usually used with Duel, and it normally was until the structure deck came out. So I use Soulpeacemaker with Gigagloves, so Gigagloves can use the effect because I know that I'm going to get wiped, and if he attacks directly, then I'll be fine with Gigagloves in the grave. And then Ninja, since Ninja gets wiped by a card effect, it will resummon onto the field. So with Fire Kings, their whole idea is to wipe with card effects instead of by battle, and then they can attack for lethal when your field's cleared. So when I keep getting destroyed, I have Gigagloves in the grade, and Ninja will resummon itself, so I'm pretty much fine. Especially if I pull a Kiteroid out eventually. But I don't know exactly what's going on, so I'm not going to repeat exactly what they're doing and what I'm doing, because I really don't know. But they're continuously resummoning, and normally they would have the ritual card if they went into that main box that a lot of U-Belt players went into with Fire King and the Fire King Island and all that. Anyways, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Nephthys. I'm pretty sure she's the Egyptian god of death. No. Of something and beer. That's weird. So I got Big Waraji and then Stealth Ninja on the field. Soulpiercer. Attack 14. And that's it. So I don't know what's going on. Those are my 3 replays. They're pretty simple and basic and not really interesting at all. But that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more actually good decks, not just this. So it's just my backlog of replays, and I felt like doing this. Just doing this video before it was like super pointless to do. So peace out.